People are gonna hate me for this one, but I have to burst the bubble. Let me preface this by saying that I have pre-ordered Cyberpunk 2077, and I fully intend to enjoy playing it. Alright, so Cyberpunk 2077. Do I even have to say any more? Anyone with a pair of eyes and ears have heard the tale. Some would even say it's the most anticipated game of 2020. To be honest, I didn't even know about the game until August. But after reading some articles about it, I actually got a little bit excited. After reading a few more articles, I started to get scared. To me personally, it seems like every year we get promised a new open world action adventure game that will reinvent the wheel and be the very best that no one ever was. So we buy the game, pop it in. After a couple of hours, we realize that each person that is not a part of a quest only has a few dialogue lines. And we've heard most of them.
Lordling, God's preserve ye. God's preserve ye.
Quests are just walking simulators from one NPC to another. And the combat system is straight out of 2009. Button smashing, and it seems like there are magnets on each enemy, so you jump from one to the next without much effort. Some of these indie games with only an hour's worth of content have been more engaging just because they've tried something I've never seen before. A lot of these AAA titles these days seem like they're made by an algorithm, so similar to one another. We get Watch Dogs Legion and Cyberpunk 2077 about 20 days apart, both games about a dystopian tech future.
I am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled?
This isn't CD Projekt Red's first ambitious open world project, so let's take a look at the last, The Witcher 3. My introduction to this game was a trailer I saw at E3.
Knew you witches wouldn't scorn imperial gold. Tough hunt.
Tougher than yours, that's certain. Evil is evil. Lesser, greater, middling, makes no difference.
Come fit me!
Bring her down. Do it my way. You like that, you bitch? Get the hammer. Kick her teeth in.
The degree is arbitrary, the definition's blurred. If I'm to choose between one evil and another, I'd rather not choose at all.
Just make it quick, Geralt. What the?
Close your eyes.
Hit him. What are you doing?
Killing monsters.
I couldn't believe what I saw. It reminded me of Beowulf, a movie that made $195 million in box office, and I was under the impression that the graphics were going to look like this. They didn't stress the cinematic part when they showed the trailer. When I think back to titles I loved like Ratchet and Clank, the trailers were always gameplay or animation in the same graphical style as the game. After this incident, Watch Dogs' graphical downgrade in 2012, and the blatant lie that No Man's Sky fed me.
It's kind of cool doing this on the E3 build because a lot of people would have seen just the quick 3 minutes that we showed or whatever, but it wasn't some level that we built or something like that, even though I think it looks quite nice in places.
I think people watching this would wonder why you're showing this area again. Like, what's so special about demoing the game on this planet?
Oh no, it's just a place that looks nice. That's just because we're orbiting around the sun like a real sun. Because the planet is actually rotated on its axis. It's a planet, and it's kind of rotating around the sun and stuff. And I like that you're orbiting around the sun.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop your fucking lying.
I no longer trust anything the devs show us about a game. Some of them are really full of it.
One soul lies anxious, wide awake, fearing all manner of goose hacks and wraiths.
Nice tune. Been a while since I heard it last.
Folk have forgotten it.
Got other things on their mind.
Things like me.
They paid me for you.
In times past, no amount of coin would convince a witcher to take this contract.
Times have changed.
The fight scenes from the Witcher trailer seemed like the most fluid fights I'd ever seen in a game. When I finally played the game, the graphics weren't that disappointing, but the battle mechanics felt funky. I believe The Witcher 3 was an amazing game for the time. I just also think that it could have been a lot better. At my first playthrough, I got bored and took a long break from the game because they hyped it so much and raised my expectations too high. I've seen the Cyberpunk gameplay trailers, and I'm not impressed.
Wake the up, samurai.
The fact that they are spending so much money on promo with Keanu Reeves is giving me major Fallout 76 vibes. They could put the extra money into more development. Not to stretch this video any longer, I just want everyone to lower their expectations for this game so that we might just be pleasantly surprised. I'm sure CD Projekt Red is going to do a good job. I just don't know if they will reinvent the wheel. Thank you for watching. I'll be streaming Cyberpunk 2077 on hard mode over on Twitch when it comes out November 19th. If you'd like to support, there'll be a link in the description.